Hey, welcome to the channel, DB Butterfly 30. I'm your girl, Beth, and this is future editing me coming to you to show you this beautiful project that I have made. I just wanted to show you what we're about to make. I made this gorgeous embroidered pillow. It's a pillow. I stuffed it and stuff. Heart dangly hangly thing. You could use it to hang in your craft room, on your door. I like to hang little things on my door handle. So isn't it cute? I'm just trying to get it all in there. But at the end of the video, you're going to see that it's unfinished. And I just want to let you know that I just couldn't leave it like that. So I came back and did this trim. And I didn't want y'all to think that was the end. So here it goes in all its glory. So let's get into it. Let me show you how to make this good. I am going to, excuse me, show y'all how to embroidery. I'm gonna make a heart pillow. You can use a pincushion. You can hang it however you want to. If you have a hoop like this, you can use this on your, this is, I just got this at the thrift store. You can use a hoop like this. You can, I just freestyle cut this felt. You're going to need some felt. You're going to need some embroidery thread. I know they sell this at, I believe at Dollar Tree, so I'm going to use this so it's easy to find. I think these I got from Dollar General, and it's just a pack of a bunch of different size needles. I'm using the clove needle, the one that's right there. Just looks like this, just because it's, and you know what, I might use a bigger needle, just something that's easier for me to thread through the eye. If you have a threader and all that good stuff, that's great. This is, I'm not a professional, so all you professional embroiderers, don't you come for me. I'm just trying to show a cute little project. What I did with this one is I went ahead and cut it out. I just, you know, folded my felt. I traced a heart, cut it out, did another one because I want to make this into a pillow. And I started to draw. The image is so hard to draw on felt. If you have a fabric marker, and it's one of those markers that when you put water on it, it goes away, that would be the best thing to use. I do not believe I have one. So we're just gonna kind of wing it. Let's see. This one's got a lip on it, so I don't know if there's a right and a wrong way for this. Usually you just, like I said, I've never embroidered on felt before. That's just how new of a embroiderer I am. I have never done this. You are seeing it for the first time with me. So it's gonna turn out cute. It's gonna turn out cute. I promise. I promise. In my head, it did turn out cute. So we're gonna see. So yeah, that's good. Now, when you're, and you can cut this, but I'm not, here's the thing, I'm not going to cut it because I need to cut my heart shape, and I need enough room. So I'm not going to cut this. So I'm going to probably struggle bust a little. The easiest, what I'm going to do is maybe, so I want to, this is a permanent marker. Like I said, it's probably not the best idea to do this with. But I just want to, I had some pink already cut out felt pieces. I cannot find them. Heart cutouts. I can't find them. So we're just going to embroidery love, and then I'm going to embroidery some hearts around. I think that's what we're going to do. I could do that bigger, but we're going to do the small. If you got some pink felt, whatever, use that. We're going to use this because, like I said, you can get this from the Dollar Tree. So we're going to use pink. Okay, come back and I'm going to show you how to use this needle threader because I was really struggling in the beginning on showing y'all how to use it. So I'm going to take this needle threader, and I've kind of messed mine up because embroidery floss is really thick. So you're going to take this, it's a needle threader. They look like these. They usually have a little guy on it or some little girl or something. You're going to take the eye of your needle and you're going to take that little piece. And of course I would struggle, of course. I want to put it in there, okay? So this wire is inside the eye of that needle. I'm going to take my floss. I'm trying to find the camera. I'm going to take my floss. I'm going to see how it has that little hoop. I'm going to go inside. And like I said, if you got to lick the floss, you got to lick the floss, honey. Don't get, if you're grossed out, use some water or something. So I'm going to pull it in like that, okay? I'm going to take it. And because I've pulled it so much that it's on, this is a little cheapy one, it's almost pulled out, I'm going to grab it by this little wire. Usually you would just grab it by this and pull it, but see, I just broke it. See how I just broke it? So you're going to take it. I have many more of these. You're going to take it and you're going to pull it through, okay? That one was hanging on for dear life. Okay. All right, so I've showed you properly how to thread that. We're gonna just do a basic, I double knot this because I feel like this felt is really loose. If you get some like high quality felt, you probably wouldn't need a double knot. But this is either from like Walmart or Hobby Lobby felts, and it's just not the best quality. It's not like really thick felt or anything. So I'm just going to trim that off to. What I'm going to do is get me a good little chunk, a long little piece of it, honey. Get me a long little piece. I'm going to cut. And we'll try to edit half of this out. I'm going to safety my scissors. Okay. So the important part is to get you started. Now, like I said, all you embroidery people, don't come for me because like I like to do this for fun. I'm not a professional and stuff, and I have a thought in my head and I just want to, some people are just wondering how to get started and stuff. I'm going to freestyle most of this, but what I would say is maybe draw, but it's so hard to draw on felt. And look, okay, so we're going to go always in through the bottom. What the bottom is this side. We're always going to go in through that side so we can hide our thread. Now, you know, I'm so sorry. I don't even know what this stitch is called, but we're gonna do yeah, we're gonna go in through the top of there. I probably should have went in a little higher, but we're gonna pull to the back. Now I'm knotted my thread with a double knot. There's some fancy way to make this all look pretty in the back. I am going to be making a pillow, so I might redo the intro or try to edit a lot of that hot mess express out. And if you need a shorter thread, because these can get knotted up, if you need a shorter thread to start out, go right ahead. If you hear my grandbaby screaming downstairs, oh, I messed up already. Dang it, man. I wonder, and if you mess up, now if you were working on cross stitch thing, you could go right in back through your hole. Oh, it's not gonna work. I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull it back through. Okay, If you hear her screaming downstairs, it's because if we would let her, she would live outside. And because, you know, we can't let her live outside. So she screams, and I also think it's her nap time. I've noticed, like, I can barely hear her. But for whatever reason, the microphone, and see, honey, you got to be careful because these things will knot up. So, oh, please don't say I went through. You got to be very careful not to go through your threads. So, oh, and that's crooked. But you know, like I said, I'm not a professional. What we're going to do is we're going to go down about 1 centimeter or however width. We're going to go down, we're going to pull through, and then we're going to go next to that next thing. And this is, like I said, I should have looked up what the stitch was called, but I don't know. And like I said, I am not a professional. This is for fun. This is, you know, you don't have to have a perfect work of art to embroidery. Everybody's like, I don't want you to think it's hard. It is not. I struggle because I just turn the camera on and go for it sometimes, and I'm trying to see how I'm going through my threads. Don't do that. Don't do what I just did. Don't see how it's not going to be tight now. Don't ever go through your threads like that. Don't sew through the threads that are already placed. You don't do that. I know that much. And what I do is I'm just kind of sticking, I don't know if you can see, but I'm just kind of sticking the needle in the felt. Actually, I want to go down a little lower because I did this with a darker pen. So I'm basically just sticking until I get it, you know, like you just kind of guess. And the more you work with the needle and the thread, you're gonna and like I said, because you know I've got that thread right there, I'm gonna try really hard. I just keep going through it. That's fine. Don't do that though. But this is not for a masterpiece or anything. I'm not entering it in any contest. So like I'm gonna do it so you see, like I'm just sticking the needle in, and that just so happens to be where I want to bring my needle up at, but you just basically just kind of poke it through, poke it through, poke it through, and then I'm gonna go right there. You basically just poke it, poke it, poke it until you find where you want your needle to come through. Now you can buy the kits. See how I was just, you can buy the kits that have the stuff printed out for you. What I would suggest is a fabric marker, because the fabric marker, when you put water on it, it goes away. So you can draw your stuff with the fabric marker and then just put some water on it and it will go away. So this is what the back looks like. This is the front. I'm going to do one more, make my L a little longer. Yeah, I'm going to do it right there. And then I'm about to fast forward because it's basically the same. I'm just following the lines that I have drawn. What I'm doing is I'm going out, going in. Unless you want to switch colors for different letters, I'm just going to start somewhere around in here and go around. So, but if you're switching colors, you're going to need to rethread your needle and do all that stuff. Because I'm doing this all in pink, I don't have to. So let me fast forward this. and I'll be back to the next step to when I start to make the hearts, okay? I'm going to draw some hearts and embroidery some hearts. I mean, with you, like not on time lapse. We're gonna do this in real time. And you know what? It might be cute with just. God, I hate this pen. I hate that it's permanent. Okay. Because I wanted to do a bunch of little small hearts. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick with the small heart. So it is like hard to draw on felt. Yeah. Already messed up. Okay. Okay. You don't have to do it that dark. I'm trying to do this so y'all can see it. Okay, so I'm not going to change the color. I'm going to do a bunch of different colors, but right now I'm not going to change the color. Okay, so I'm trying to show y'all. You know, let's just continue with the stitches we were doing to make it easier. We'll just do this an easy in out stitch to make this a very simple project, because we still have to make the pillow. Like, we still have to glue it together. I might put a ruffle on the outside of it. But I'm going to do a bunch of different color hearts. But I'm going to try to do a French knot also. I cannot remember how I used to do this French knots. But I think they'd be really cute scattered throughout in between the hearts and stuff. Because it looks like I just made a huge project, not meaning to. So the longest part of this is going to be embroidery. But like, if you like to listen to, you know, shows and stuff like that, this is a pretty relaxing. This is a pretty relaxing. Oh, I hope I was in frame. A pretty relaxing activity. Good Lord. It's like, what word am I going for here? It's a very relaxing activity. And you can basically do your own stitches, draw whatever you want, draw you some mushrooms. Hearts are fairly easy. And then we're going to cut out a front and a back panel. We're going to stuff them with polyfill. I'll probably show you the project in the beginning so you'll know what we're making. I don't know. Y'all know I don't edit much, so I'm new to this. But in my head, this is gonna come out very cute. So I wanted to share. And see how my stitch is a little wonky? You could fix that, but you know, it's handmade. I'm not a professional embroiderer. So, and I might go back in and fill in these colors. So, I'm not too worried about it. So, what I'm going to do is go and embroidery a bunch of hearts. I think I might switch my thread out. I was just gonna use that kit from Dollar Tree, but I think I want a lighter pink maybe. I was gonna do it very colorful. I don't know. I'm gonna stick to what I said I was gonna do. I'm not gonna change it up on y'all mid-project, just in case y'all wanted to try and do this. So we're almost done with this part. So, okay. All right, this is, I'm gonna go and I'm going to draw a bunch of little hearts and I'm going to stitch around. I'm probably gonna do maybe three of each color, and you just put them randomly. If you need to move your thing over, you can, but remember, we're going to cut out the shape. We're going to cut out a heart shape. And if you wanted your back panel, let's say you want the top to be felt and you want the back to be like some kind of, not this, but the back to be some kind of fabric, you could do that too. You could do the top piece felt and then the underside fabric. So I'm gonna draw my hearts. Let's fast forward. Hello. Okay, y'all, I'm back. In the meantime, in between time, I don't know what had happened was, but your girl has lost some footage, but it is okay. I still have, not built the thing yet. Okay. Let me tell you what, I done a few things wrong. Okay. I traced my heart that I wanted to make on the front side. Now, if you sew, you're a sewer, you know that what you do is you put right side, this is your front, to right side your fabric. You sew it, and then you leave about 1 inch out, and then you flip it inside out and you fill it, okay? Because this is felt, I'm not sure how it's going to interact when I try to go to flip it inside out. Plus, I have already in permanent ink traced my image right here. What I'm going to need to do is sew around there to hide that image. Now, so I'm going to sew wrong side to wrong side that way on my machine. And what I have here is I just have a piece of muslin, which I don't know if I'm going to need or not, because like I said, this felt is very see-through-ish, and I'm going to have polyfill in there, and I think it kind of gives it like a pinkish looking hue. So I may just leave the muslin piece out because I was going to back it, but because it's felt, I don't know how it's going to react to fabric tack, if it's going to soak through or anything like that. This is what the back of our felt looks like. This is the front of our felt. I literally cut out, I don't know where it's at, I cut out a heart in a, here it is. I just took my paper, you know how we did in school, we just traced half a heart, we cut it out so it's symmetrical or whatever. I laid that down, I traced around. Because of the way my you know, I didn't go all the way down. Now I could put this, I could still sew some, stitch some hearts on there to fill up these little gaps. I don't feel it's necessary. And actually, I was thinking about putting a few French knots in there. This project is just all over the place, y'all. Yeah. I'm gonna put some French knots, but if you don't want to put any French knots, you want to take it to the sewing machine, you can sew right side of your fabric to right side. You leave about 1 inch gap, so that way you can turn your project inside back to the right sides. You can turn it inside out. But because this is felt, I don't know how it's going to interact with being stretched and turned inside out. We're just going to sew wrong side to wrong side. That way I can trace where I did the pin. I'm going to come on and show you about 1 or 2 French knots, if I can even find the needle, because, you know, this is days later. And I'm going to do, oh, right here. Okay, see, I got these magnets on this thing is the bomb. It will catch whatever needle you have on here. Like these little, I think I showed y'all a short or a video. These right here, these magnets, baby, whoo, they are something serious. I already have this threaded on my needle, so I'm just going to start out with this. I'm going to tie my knot. And to do this, I'm not going to put it in a hoop. And actually, I think I'm going to practice. I think I'm going to practice a few knots before I cut the camera on and struggle, because it has been a while since I have done some French knots. Okay, so I will be back. We shall return. Okay, y'all, I have put the felt back on the hoop, zoomed you in. Okay, we're about to make a French knot. For the French knot, we're going to go, always come up from underside. We're going to pull our thread. This is with the back side. I've got it knotted. We're going to pull our thread. Okay, and I'm going to lay you down for this. We're going to take our needle. We have our thread that's coming out of the thing. I'm going to take that thread and I'm going to wrap. Don't wrap it too tight, because if you wrap it too tight, it's not going to work. So what I'm going to do is wrap once around the needle, twice around that needle, 3 times, because I want a pretty big knot. Okay, I'm going to go as close as I can back to where I came up from. So, trying to show y'all, I'm going back down. I'm holding this piece right here that I wrapped around. I'm holding that piece. Then we have our piece. So I'm going to push my needle. I'm going to hold that piece like that, and I'm going to pull until I get really close, and I'm going to let it go. And I'm hoping y'all can see it's like a little 3D knot. It's called a French knot. Okay, so we're going to do one more. And then I will scatter a few blues, and then I'm going to switch the colors. I'm going to scatter in all the colors here. I'm going to go back in and scatter a whole bunch of French knots for like the places that I need to kind of fill. I'm going to give myself some little filler areas, okay? So, and I put it on this way, but I do need to fill right here, so I'm going to have to move the hoop. I'll do that later. I'm trying to go in areas where I don't have a lot of this blue color, like right here would be probably about, I don't know, maybe right here. Okay, oh, I hope I was in frame. Okay, right here. I forgot I got y'all zoomed into the gods. I'm going to pull my thread through. I'm going to lay my hoop down because it's just easier. I'm trying not to get my hands in the way. I've noticed for most of the stitches my hands are in the way. I'm going to grab this piece that's came up through. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to take my needle. My needle is still threaded. I'm going to wrap once, wrap twice, and don't wrap it too tight. If you wrap it too tight, just, you know, once, twice, 3 times, because I want a pretty good size knot. You can wrap it 4, however many you want. I'm going to go back as close as I can back into where I came up from. I'm going to hold this piece right here. I'm going to hold that piece, and what I do is I just lay it on the hoop like that. I grab it, I go down, I take my hand and I go down in and grab the needle from the bottom, and I'm pulling it through. And when I start to get closer, I just kind of, to keep my knot really tight and full. Okay, can y'all see that one? I'm gonna do, let's see, maybe like 4 of each color. So I'm gonna come up over here, I'm gonna come up 1, 2, 3 times. Can you see that thread? I wrapped it around 3 times. Probably need to use a different color thread to really give y'all a better. I'm going to grab that piece. I'm just going to hold it right there. I'm going to pull my needle in. I want to lay it down, and I'm just going to kind of guide it until it gets closer. And okay, remember, we go in through the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to be going in through the bottom. So I'm going to go around this area right here. So I'm going to go, I think I might want it right here. Or, yeah, no, want it a little bit over. Yeah, right there. Okay, so I'm going to come up. I'm going to pull all that thread through until it hits that knot. See? Hits that knot, and so it's not going to pull through anymore. I'm going to take the thread that's through the thing. I'm going to hold that one. I'm going to take my needle that is still threaded. I'm going to take it. I'm going to wrap once, twice around that needle. 3 times, you see, around that needle. Don't do it too tight or it'll, I don't know, it'll do something wonky, honey. So I'm going to go as close as I can back to where I originally came in through. Can you see that? Going to poke through. I'm going to take this piece right here and I'm just going to hold my finger on the hoop. I'm going to hold that piece right there. I'm going to, go in through the bottom and pull my knot, and I'm just pulling my needle, I'm holding this and I'm pulling my needle, okay? I'm getting closer and closer. There you go, okay? So we can do it one more time with this color, one down here, and then I'm going to fast forward. So let's, I don't know, like right here. Let's go right here. And let's go up. Oh, I hope I was in frame. Up, I'm gonna lay it down. I'm gonna grab my piece because it's just easiest for me to do it that way. 1, 2, 3. You can do 3, 4. I'm not sure how big you can get a French knot, but you know, you can do less, you could do more. So I'm pulling the needle, I'm holding that thread, pulling the needle, I'm holding that thread. I'm getting closer and closer. I finally let go. Bam. Look how pretty. Okay. Okay, at this point, we have made the French knots. Let me show you what it looks like now. We put all of our French knots in there. I traced it on the outside, so I'm going to sew it around this line right here. That way you're not going to be able to see it. And then I fixed it right there. I'm going to just sew through that. Right there. This is going to be my backer piece. I'm going to sew it to this piece. But before I do that, I know this project just keeps going on and on, but before I do that, I'm going to take the threads, I'm going to make a tassel. I'm going to put some of these beads that I got from BB Crafts. These beads, I will link the playlist for these BB Crafts unboxing. I think these would look cute on the tassel, some of these beads. And then I have some of these beads from BB Crafts. Some of these heart beads that I thought may look cute. I have some extra of these fancy little rhinestone beads from the beaded pins from BB Crafts. So I'm going to take some of those, and I'm going to make a hanging up here so you can hang the pillow, and then I'm going to make a tassel down here, and I'm going to sew it to the project. So I'm going to put you in fast forward because we all know how to make tassels and bead them and stuff. So I'm going to put you in fast forward and do that with y'all today. Okay. All right. We are about to take this to the sewing machine. I made a bow. I'm going to just glue that right there. Isn't it cute? I'm just going to glue that. I'm thinking, should I I think it's cute. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I might hand sew somehow, or no, I might just stitch. And what I'm going to do is when I go over these pieces right here, I'm going to back stitch a few times to like really stitch this in. And this is going to be the hanging part with the beads. Isn't that cute? And this is going to be the tassel. And it's gonna, I want to sew it at the bottom right here. Just back stitch a couple times. I might with this one, because I know I can thread this one through a needle, I might wrap it through some of these back stitches in there just to double secure it, because you know it is kind of heavy. I don't want it to fall off. I might even add a little tiny speck of glue. Okay, so and then I'm going to leave like a little piece open right here, and I'm gonna leave a little piece open right here about 1.5 inches, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna stuff it. We're gonna stuff it with stuffing, and I'll show you what the stuffing looks like, and tell you what to get and stuff. So what I did was I stitched around this with some blue stitching. You still see that permanent thing. I've got an idea to cover that up. Don't panic. So I attached my tassel on and my thing on before I stitched it, because I wanted it to be secure inside of there. I left me an opening right here just because I could not get close enough to this to sew around it with my foot pedal. I might have to get my seam ripper and open, because it's just a small little space right there, but I could feel it still. Right here I messed up a little bit because of the machine. I'm just gonna go, I don't know if you can see that stitch right there and right there, but I'm going to go in and okay, this one I'm going to fill it with. This is Polyfill Extra Ultra Plush Super Soft Polyester Fiber Filled. This 12 ounces. This is a huge bag of material. It's for stuffed animals, and super soft for huggable toys and crafts. Okay, so it even comes with a cute little fish pattern on the back. So this is what it looks like, and like you could recycle some, like a stuffed animal you have or something that you would like got tore and want to donate, and this is just what it looks like. It's like really soft feeling. It's not like that coarse stuff. And so what I'm going to do, because I left a little opening, like I said, I'm probably going to have to get the seam ripper, but you just take it and you start stuffing. You could use a skewer stick, a little, you know, just something to help you get that in there. And what I'm going to do is just fill this up. I'm going to fill this up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut it first. Then I'm going to fill it. I'm going to cut it first, then fill it. Okay. We're going to go to fast forward. Okay, y'all. I don't even know where I left off at, honey. I sewed it. I closed up my whole. I did just like a ladder stitch, and I wish, I don't know, I might get some embroidery thread and like stitch this ladder stitch all around, but I wouldn't have a lot of room to do that. Maybe just I don't know. I think it'd be cute if I did some embroidery stitches around there, but I've already attached my bow at the bottom because I had that mess up at the bottom. So I just put the bow at the bottom instead of the top. My tassel that I made. All right. Okay. I have added, I don't know how I'm going to edit the end of this video, but I'm just going to show you what I have added. I couldn't leave it unfinished, so what I did was I added some of this. First I added this ruffle, and it looked kind of shabby. So then I added this tulle that I had gotten at Walmart. I just I hot glued these. These weren't sewn. These were hot glued. So after I sew my project together, look at the back. Isn't it cute? So I added this trim, couldn't stop there. Added this tulle ruffle, couldn't stop there, and then added, this is the trim we all got from the Dollar Tree long ago, that little tiny pom-pom trim. So I just want to show you up close with the finish, the final finish. I just couldn't leave you like that, girl. Couldn't leave you like that. You was too pretty. I had to be proud of you. So, and I forgot to say that I added this BB Crafts. I don't know if I showed you this on the first thing where I showed y'all. This cute little BB Craft bead that's got the little bow and the little dangly thing. We used some more BB Craft beads, some the Rosette Guru beads, Hobby Lobbies, some more BB Crafts and Rosette Guru. And so this is what she looks like. I would say now that I have made this, it'll be a little bit easier, but you're going to see me struggle. And I just want to say thank you if you watched to the end. I know that it was a struggle bus, but when you're making something in real time and you're trying to film it and I don't edit, y'all know that. So I'm so glad y'all stuck with me. Hit the like button and comment below. You like my Valentine? Bye.